You got the vaccination?
Yeah.
Are you okay? I mean, you seem, no, it works. Or or the mom and dad, or the neighbor, or when you go to church, or when you're, no, I really mean it. There are trusted interlocutors. Think of the people, if your kid wanted to find out whether or not there's a man on the moon, or whatever, something, or, whether those aliens are here or not. COVID has taken this year, just since the outbreak, has taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives. When you think about it. You take my shotgun. I said, I have 3, I now have 5 because my son died and I have 3 of his. I have 5 shotguns.
Have you taken a cognitive test?
No, I haven't taken a test. Why the hell would I take a test? Come on, man. That's like saying before you got in this program, if you take a test where you're taking cocaine or not, what do you think, huh?
I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing. 1.2 billion. So you go ahead and you stack spaghetti sauce at a store and in a supermarket. You control the guy or the woman who brings out the carts on a forklift. What happens? They make you management. You can't get paid overtime. And you see it happening with labor as well. So the bottom line is, I'm for you because America needs you to grow. Well, folks, eliminate one tax loophole out of $1.6 trillion worth, $1.4 trillion worth. Out of $1.4 billion. It's hard to even say it, it's so much. And by the way, it's cost a lot of money. It cost about $740 billion over 10 years. And turn this primary from a campaign that's about negative attacks into one about what we're for, because we cannot get reelected. We cannot win this reelection. We can only reelect Donald Trump. I want you to know, if you look at PolitiFact and the demagogues around the world, we provide efficiency for appliances. That saves billions of gallons of gasoline. I mean, billions of $2.3 billion worth of, $500 billion in savings and 2-point-something billion metric tons of CO2 going in the air. Then when I inherited this job, when I inherited the coronavirus pandemic, when I first got elected. So the thing that I continue to hope that people will overcome their fears. Send their job. I mean, but I mean, it's not about, I know you're supporting by saying booing, but look, here's the deal. Cut in half the number of uninsured of the Asian American Pacific Islander community. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. They did another country and annexed a significant portion of it called Crimea. Right. He's saying that it was my boss, it was his fault. Saks or Benettons or Nike or whatever in the market, in their places where the malls. Things changed. You had over 40 kids shot in Kent State on a beautiful lawn by the National Guard. There are a whole lot of things, and guess what? Play the radio. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night, the phone. Make sure the kids hear words. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Provide a Medicare option. That's exactly what Brock and I talked about in the beginning.
Couldn't get it through.
Anybody who can throw coal into a furnace can learn how to program, for God's sake.
Well, I'm sick and tired of smart guys. We choose truth over facts.
The best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway. We're waiting. The fact of the matter is, I'm awfully sophisticated about why, how, and who built this country. I just spoke at Dartmouth on health care at the medical school, or not, I guess I wasn't actually on the campus, but the people from the medical school were at the, I want to be clear, I'm not going nuts. I'm not sure whether it was a medical school or where the hell I spoke, but it was on the campus.